Alright, what up everybody? Welcome back to Roy Khan's PC Gaming. That's right, this is Roy Khan's PC Gaming where we talk PC gaming. And I'm going to talk about so many different games because there's so many games on PC that I find that I do like, and they have issues from time to time, and so I'm going to talk about stuff like that. But anyways, I mean, come on. You're on Roy Khan's PC Gaming channel, so we're going to talk PC games. Let's get it going. Alright, so look. Back on the map again for me is Warframe. You know they did that new update, and it's looking good. I like it. Good job, good job. They're doing a great job making the game look good, but they're not doing a good job. What do you mean, bruh? I mean, what did they just do? Did they just give us more content to go farming? Yes, they did. Well, what about all the other content in farming? Well, you can go farm that too. Was there any reason for me to go farming? Well, you still want to build things because it's really about building things. Even when you get bored, there's always things to build. Really? Yeah, I guess. I guess. I don't know. Is that what it's all about? You tell me. Anybody? Is that what it's about? Look, I do think they did a great job with their new update. I like the fact that the content starts around level 50 and goes up, which is like, wow. I was getting my butt handed to me on and off. Like, what the world? And I had to pay attention to what I was doing. Like, yeah, you can't just stand there and eat shots. Like, you can't do that. You need to be moving around and doing what you're supposed to do. So, great job. Great job. I liked it. I'm really liking it, and I'm still going to be playing it because, you know, I've always liked Warframe. You guys just make me so upset at times. Just so upset at times. Oh, my God. What are you doing? So, anyways, look. Because of that, I want to talk about Warframe, and I want to share some ideas and thoughts that I have. And I've got 5 different thoughts and ideas I feel like I should share. And I'm going to do it because this is my channel, Roy Khan PC Gaming, where I just share my thoughts and ideas. Alright, so if you don't like it, hey, get on to the next channel. But I'm going to share my 5 thoughts. And the first thought that I want to share, hey, Warframe, the first thought I want to share is, alright, man. So in Warframe, I do love the fact that with this new update, you know, you can get your butt handed to you. I like that. It's level starting around level 50, and it's totally cool with me. I like that. And I like the fact that, you know, yes, you can still go in as a group of people join up, but you don't necessarily have to. But it's going to be some work, right? And I'm sure somebody's going to find some meta to make it super easy to go through and kill everything. But that really takes the fun out of it. And I like to say this before we go any further, because this is my 5 ideas to, you know, thoughts on this Warframe. But I'd like to say this. So when you put out metas, and this is just to me, it kind of ruins the game for everybody because now everybody can go just copy whatever meta it is that you've done that just kills everything. And then people get bored of the game because, oh wow, I'm killing everything. It's not fun. It's just not fun at all. And then you put a lot of strain on the development team because they got to figure out a way to make content more difficult where if you just stop going out and creating a meta and then sharing it and saying, oh my god, here's the meta, the game sucks again, right? Then you wouldn't have that problem. So that's just a thought. You guys brew on that. Y'all brew on that, but I want to deal with my 5 ideas. So anyways, what I found was when you get shot down, you can revive yourself. And I know at one point in time, and even some of the missions they have now, arbitraries, I believe it is, you have to kill so many particular enemies, the little ones that fly around, and they drop those little things, and you got to collect like so many of those things, and then you can re-heal the person that got dropped, bring them back into the match. Okay, yeah, that's a cool match in itself. So leave that the way it is. I want to talk about the rest of it. So when I get down, for instance, in a match, because everybody's running around doing their own thing, and that's probably why I got knocked down from not paying attention, is I think, in my personal opinion, I shouldn't be able to just self-revive because then that's simplifying the game again. And so when people create these metas, it doesn't matter. They're simple. Everything else is simplified so that they can revive and keep it moving, right? So let's just here's an idea. Let's just swap that self-revive out to where either I have to have a companion that a healing companion that can do that, or a healing companion that I have to put a mod on that can do. Well, it really shouldn't be all healing companions shouldn't be able to do this. Just make a healing companion, right? And you can make a healing companion build that super buffs the companion to make them an awesome healer for team stuff, or you can make a companion that's all about killing and doing tons of damage, or you should be able to make a companion that will work alongside the group to do buffs. All right, so just woo. All right, absorb that for a minute, DE. Absorb this information. I promise you, absorb it. It's good. All right. So for the first idea, let's not self-revive. Let's put companions out there and create a healing companion that can do that. And not only can the healing companion revive you, but you can then send that healing companion with a command. Make that healing companion get a command that will send them out to heal a teammate that has been down. Like, so say for instance you're running around, and so let's say you get near the person that was down. You don't need to self-revive them, even though you can, but if you get close enough to them, your companion would be able to go and bring them back to life while you're continuing to shoot enemies. You see what I'm saying? So that makes it a bonus to have somebody that's coming in as a healer spec into this match. And I'm saying this because I'm promoting teamwork, DE, and I know a lot of you people hate teamwork in Warframe. You just want to be a superhero that can kill everything, but again, that's why a lot of people don't play the game. It takes the fun out of it, right? Takes the fun out of it. So, all right, when you get downed, there should be no self-revive. This should be something that either companion does, or you bring in a healer spec hero in that would have a revive skill, and that revive skill would revive anybody down within so many meters. You see what I'm saying? So that should be a plus. Like, they create the hero that can do that. I know we've got Trinity, right? And Trinity has some skills, in my opinion, that could be swapped out to make her healing spec fully, and then that would make this game force more teamwork and team-based things, which will really heighten the game. Because I'm going to say this. Just check me out, though. I'm going to say this. So I started playing Outriders. I did. And Outriders is not flying around jumping and dashing. It just forces the gameplay, and I thought, wow, it's forcing gameplay, right? And so then I started noticing that they have skills when you add mods or whatever, these different things to your weapons, you can get heals back and stuff like that. I'm like, oh wow, that makes you have to decide what type of build you really want to do, right? So I'm like, okay, well, Warframe's got that even better, but it's like Warframe is forcing you to be a one-man hero, and I'm like, well, then it should be an RPG game and not a multiplayer game. So just get rid of the multiplayer, or literally just even it out. You shouldn't have people running around being able to self-heal themselves, all this maximum stuff, and be a super duper non-stoppable force that's retarded. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, number one, right? When you're shot down, you shouldn't be able to self-revive. Let's just get rid of it. Force a healer to be in that match. Force teams to work together and stay close to each other. And then you can now also create specialized companions and create specialized mods for companions, as well as these specialized mods to help the healer do a healing job in these matches, or in these different mission types. All right, that's number one. Did y'all like that one? If you like that idea, put it in the comments below. I want to know what you think. All right, number two, what's going on? All right. So, yeah, number two actually goes with number one. Did I put them all together at one time? Yes, I did. But let's go ahead and talk about it. So, please make a healer that can actually res, because technically I don't think we have that yet. Make a healer. We've got Trinity. We've got Oberon, which can do healing. Who else do we have? Oh man, I don't remember. I've used Trinity and I use Oberon. So anyways, those two make great healers. So what I would say, and you also, well, no. Let's just talk about those two for right now. They're somewhat healers to a degree. We don't really have like a healer that does reses. So in my opinion, just my thoughts on this is when I'm talking to you guys about it, make a healer, like a real healer, because we don't need a healer because everybody's a hero, they can heal themselves. You got to dead that. You gotta dead that. The game is being slowed down, which is pretty cool, but make a healer. And this even goes to not only your Warframes, but actually the actual Tenno, right? Because the Tenno doesn't really have technically they do somewhat have a healing specs in a sense, but there's no real healing spec. So you've got, I mean, they do. I can't think of the name of the Namazines, whatever. It's one of them. I just can't think of the name because I'm actually using it right now, and I'm seeing how it can give heals back to me and the party. As far as that goes with Warframes, have a full healing spec Warframe that can do party reses, okay? And then get rid of the self res. So now the healer needs to be across that map, not only playing the match, but helping keep everybody alive, as well as having a support Warframe that can do buffs, okay? And I know we got some Warframes in here that do somewhat buffs, but make them designed specially for their use case. Okay, and then therefore your Warframes are being designed for a actual particular use, and they're not all basically the same Warframe. You know what I'm saying? Like, really. All right, so look, that's number 2. Number 3, 4-man teams have to play and stay together to survive missions. That's what they really need to do. And by doing that, you got to kill this superhero thing where they're invincible, super unstoppables, right? You know what I'm saying? That's got to be deaded, and it's got to be deaded immediately to bring excitement to the game. You know what I'm saying? The excitement is, oh my God, we almost failed that mission. Like, and when you fail a mission, you should be able to fail a mission and be like, oh my God, we gotta try harder. We gotta go back in there and actually do a better job. But if you make it easy where everybody's flying through the mission, and then nobody, you die, you self revive. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you can survive the mission and win it, but it's like, it's you're making it too easy. If you force that teamwork, DE, it's going to make the game so much better. People are going to have to spend time in your game playing their butts off to get through these missions, and you're going to be happy that more people are going to have to focus in to actually play, and then they'll make actually good videos. Could you imagine watching a good video where it's like you see a team fail and they're like, oh my God, we so failed and wiped that, man, we got to try harder, and then you watch them on the next try do it and figure it out and master it, and like, oh God, we finally got through it. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, DE. We need that in our life. Warframe, can we get it? I mean, wow. All right, number 4. We getting to the end of this. Y'all bear with me. Number 4. All in-game missions start over level 50. Like, so for in-game content, you know what I'm saying, for the people that have been playing for a long time, if you got through the star chart, let's just call that you played long enough. All right, if you got through the star chart and completed the missions, then you start doing the main missions to take us to where we are now. The end game should really be everything over level 50 minimum. Like, level 50 should be the minimum. And then with you guys having these new enemies, which bravo, having these new enemies in there, and how they can just take all your energy away and debuff you and all this stuff, that is cool. Great job, DE, to that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not paying attention, it's like, wow, I just lost all my energy and I've been debuffed. Wow, I'm dead. Oh wow, what happened? Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Get your butt up. Oh, self revive. No, not this time. You're gonna need somebody to come revive you, buddy. Oh man, I'm stuck. Yes, you're stuck. Wait, and if everybody wipes, oh man, mission failed. Can we get a mission fail to make people play harder? You know what I'm saying? So anyways, in-game content, you should make it to where we can't die as a group. So take away the self-heals. Let's get these missions to start at a minimum of level 50. Get her done. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard. You got all the content. If you just switch up a few things just for the purpose of in-game content, don't worry about the noobs. They're not going anywhere. It's going to be a year, 2 years before they get to the point where they want to have this discussion about in-game. They're into the game. They're spending money. Even some of us old-timers are spending money in the game. That's right. I'm still spending money because you guys keep giving me that coupon. Stop giving me the freaking coupon. You're making me spend money. Anyways, we're not really going anywhere, but can we get this in-game content to really just start at a minimum of level 50 all the time with all those crazy enemies happening, and get rid of the self-revive so that you can then force us to play together as a team? And then actually we need to have a healer because we can't just buff ourselves and heal ourselves to maximum survive while we run off through the mission by our own selves. And can you also please put some of this parkour on like a a stamina bar. Like, I know you had it before, and I know it's like, oh, we don't want to put it in there because people hate it. Yeah, look, bro, people gonna hate a lot of things, but what's really gonna be what's up is when you bring all these players into this game because they're saying, wow, this game is real. It's a real game. We got to work hard to get through it. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, yeah, let's get to number 5 and close this out because I know y'all like, man, this brother is long-winded, bro. When you gonna stop talking about the game? I don't know. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I do like the game, and I want to see so many things come out of this game, and that's why I'm talking about the game. So just bear with me. This is the last one, I promise. All right, number 5. More alerts and special missions for these on-world areas. Like, for instance, Deimos, Fortuna, and Cetus. So we have alert missions, and we have their weekend alerts after they do after DE does like a what do you call it, their development broadcast. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll get, oh, there's alerts. All right, Gift of the Lotus, blah, blah, blah. Okay, then we have the Clem and the Gift of Naru or whatever. All right, yeah, okay, yeah, no, those aren't alerts. No, they're not. So we need to get some alerts like, oh my God, something's going on Deimos, and they need your help to kill off blah, 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 blah. And there has been this thing that happened, and so we have the fractures on Fortuna. I get that, but that's really like a long drawn out thing that lasts a couple days, I believe. And I mean, that is an alert in a sense, I guess you could say, but like more different things happening, like a capture mission, like so and so got loose and they need to be captured, and then like you got to do 3 of these missions to get to the capture mission, which is the alert. So you start the alert mission, it gives you 3 missions, like the arbitrary things, the arbitration missions. So you know how you get into an arbitration mission and you got like 3 different things to get through, and you do those, that's your arbitration. So an alert could actually have 3 missions where one of them is actually the capturing of the enemy, or it could be a mission where you got 3 missions that take you to a boss fight. And you can have this boss fight on Deimos, and you can have it open world boss fight. Like, we got to follow this. You got to go here. You got to go get some of this stuff. You got to follow this particular thing. You know the missions that they got on Cetus and stuff already. You know what I'm saying? And then you follow those 3 missions, and it takes you to the final mission, which is where you're going to either do a capture or you're going to do a boss fight. And if you do the boss fight, then you need to have a random boss that you created just for Deimos, and you can make 4 or 5 different bosses, and you can do this rotation throughout the month. You know what I'm saying? You can call this weekly alerts, and then you can have daily alerts. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going to keep your in-game players playing the game, because they're getting stuff to constantly do. So alerts will be one thing, all right? So you can have alerts on Deimos this week. Next week, you can have some special missions that come from Nightwave. Like Nightwave, you got these random stupid things. Yes, I said it. They're stupid. You got these random stupid things to get some points so you can buy stuff. Like, wow, you just added some more dumb stuff. When Nightwave started, you had it. You had me hooked. You had us follow the story, do the missions, and then a boss fight. Put that stuff back in there and get us on a random cycle with it. You don't have to get super creative. You can just, boom, put it in there. All right? You can bring back that random. Yes, we have other missions going on. The main mission. Okay, that's the in-game content. We got that there. But you can also do these random missions. Now, look, check it out. You've created the Sisters of Pavos, and then we already had the other ones where we were picking up these particular bosses that were made for us to basically our main antagonists, right? So you created this stuff, but now you've generated all these actual bosses, enemy bosses, with their own skills and weapons. So now you can take those bosses, because you've created a whole lot of them. You can take them and you can send them off to these special missions and these alert missions, okay? You can have a special mission where you have one of these random bosses that you create to follow us around and be antagonists, to actually go do a thing on a planet and then make them super strong, okay? Make them like level 100 off top. Level 100, give them 3 health bars, and we got to chase them down on the planet and make war with them, you know what I'm saying? And we got to go 4 deep, and we got to put him to work, because, he's going to have enemies working with him. So then, boom, That was a special mission. We can get that special mission every other week, a new different boss with a new mission. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so and so's on Deimos raising holy hell. Oh, so and so's on Fortuna and they're raising holy hell. You know what I'm saying? You see where this can go. So now we've got special missions and we've got alerts. Nightwave should be all special missions, nothing else. She can give us this week 4 or 5 missions that are going to lead us up to a boss fight next week. And next week on Friday, the boss fight will open up. All right. Friday evening boss fights available, or Friday afternoon boss fights available, and we can win some potatoes for it. You know what I'm saying? And let us win 2 potatoes, each type of potato that we need, and then throw us some a few other things, and then boom, we do the boss fight, and then we can work towards the actual particular, I don't know, that person can throw off a particular item that'll help us build another type of weapon, since y'all love making the farm 100% overkill. So keep those ideas in mind. Please, if you're watching this video, think about this stuff and then go give a shout out to DE, Digital Extreme, so they can, see how we can form this, tighten this thing up, because Warframe is a hell of a game. I mean, I've seen a lot of people try to go up against it, but they're failing. I mean, they do great jobs with their games, but where they fail is Warframe has a lot of content. Does it have actual storyline content for the missions? Yes and no. It doesn't really, but technically it does. They're still working on it, which is cool. But where they beat most games is they got you in a farm that makes you want to farm, and the way they got it set, that you're going to continue to go back and farm. So it's going to be replayable over and over again. Now, for end gamers, long-time players, we're still begging for some daily missions and some weekly missions, and then even toughening it up for us by forcing us to probably play together and have to work together as a team. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, look, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Share this video, talk about this video. If you thought my ideas are terrible, put it in the comments below, and we'll just deal with it, because it is what it is. We all love Warframe. Let's just keep loving the game. Let's see if we can get DE to actually make this game truly what it is, a masterpiece. I'll catch you all in the next one.